such a GT4.
Looks crazy. I want to see the inside.
It's pretty crazy, honestly. 981 Cayman GT4. It's mine, which is, I don't know how to feel about it. It's wild. It's unbelievable. I get to drive it every day whenever I want to. I don't know. It's cool. It's definitely really cool. I'm so happy with the car. It feels like a go-kart, and I'm so excited to show you guys and get into it. I mean, look at that. It's beautiful. Let's get in it. Running my own production business and making YouTube videos keeps me super busy, but I've been making time to manage my finances so I would have enough for this car. Unfortunately, 2022 is making it nearly impossible for most people to do the same, with $13 trillion obliterated from the stock market in just the first half of this year. That's why 8 out of 10 ultra high net worth individuals are investing in alternative assets like contemporary art. Unlike this car, which is a depreciating asset, high-end contemporary art can soar in value over time. In fact, some sectors of the art market have outpaced the S&P 500 over the past 25 years, and when inflation is over 3% like it is now, contemporary art increases in value more than gold, real estate, and the S&P. That's why Masterworks is helping investors try and recoup those stock market losses by offering this same contemporary art on their platform. To date, they've sold 5 paintings with an average net return of 26.8% through COVID, a bear market, and rising inflation. Masterworks has over 500,000 members and $500 million in art under management, and with the stock market still highly volatile, demand for their platform is high, so there is a wait list, but you can skip it by clicking the link in the description for priority access. Now back to the car. Alright, so this is a 3.8 liter 6-cylinder engine from a Carrera S, which is unbelievable because it sounds so freaking good in a Cayman body. It is, I don't know how to explain. This is a dream of a car, and I love driving this thing. It's a beauty. Now, with these type of engines, which are naturally aspirated, which I love, comes linear power, which is very different from the RS3 I've got, which is my daily car. The RS3 is instant power. The turbos kick in, you are stuck to your seat, and it's very different from this. The RS3, after third gear and fourth gear, it just starts dying. You know, at high speeds, I don't feel the excitement anymore. In this thing, linear power is just delivers to you, and it keeps delivering to you, and more and more and more, and it wants more. And it's very scary driving this car at high speeds, which I don't do, but if you do, it is a very scary experience. You know, you almost like shake, but it is an unbelievable experience. And just the way that Porsche feels, the way that Porsche makes their cars, the steering, it is an art. Literally, it is so precise, which is a bit different to my RS3. My RS3 still feels like a go-kart, but this thing is just, I don't know, it's like the complete package. It's hard to explain. This car, believe it or not, the whole front is GT3, including the brakes. And the brakes, let me tell you, these are real brakes. This brake's solid. it's really wonderful. I'm quite happy that it has really good brakes. The back, that is all GT4. It's all brand new to GT4. 2016, they had a completely different design to them. Now the new ones have, I don't want to say a nicer design, but I like the design of the new back end better this year. Other than that, I have no complaints with this engine, because the fact that it sounds so freaking good compared to the 4-liter that we now get on the GT4s, I mean, you can't complain right there. The sound inside the cabin really isn't that bad unless you're pushing the car a lot. Woo-hoo-hoo! It gets loud. It does get loud after like 5,000 RPM. Now, the long gearing can get you in trouble. Mainly because if you are doing, let's say, 100 kilometers an hour, I can easily downshift into second. At 120, it asks me to downshift into third. I'm actually redlining at 120. So imagine if you want to change gears often, it's not possible. You are literally going to get caught. So yeah, that's the only complaint I guess I have about this car. But you know, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, oh, it sounds so good every time you downshift. I do have the auto blip on because my heel toe shifting is not the best. I still have to practice, and I still have to take this car to the track. For now, I'm just gonna leave that on, the exhaust valves open, and just enjoy the heck out of this car. Honestly, it's such an easy car to drive. It's not too low. I don't have to, raise the suspension, the front lip, to like go into whatever bumps and things like that. This car really doesn't need it all that much. I've already scraped a bit the bottom this morning actually when I went to wash the car, but it's plastic, and that whole plastic section can be replaced. It's like $500, which is a lot of money, but it's not too bad considering that it can be replaced on such a car. My favorite thing about this car, whoever owned this car, if you are watching this video, you sir, and I know you're a sir, killed it. You are a goddamn top G, because the interior is absolutely amazing. Alcantara race decks absolutely everywhere. This includes the center console, red stitching, I got carbon fiber, I got the steering wheel Alcantara, roof liner, everything is Alcantara, the side doors. It is such a dream spec. And the thing that I thought I was going to complain about, which I completely love, are the bucket seats. I love the fact that it hugs you. I'm not too wide, so it really does hug me, which I completely love. The bucket itself is not too tight at all. If I'm taking a corner too fast or something like that, I just spread my legs. It holds me in, and I absolutely rip it. I honestly just love it.
Now, black was of course not my first choice, but as soon as I saw this spec online, I was like, I got to get this one. The color is beautiful and it looks so nice in person. However, it does get dirty and it does quite fast. I did PPF the front of the car as well as the rockers, and because the PPF itself has lifetime warranty, I gotta be careful with the power wash so I don't void it when washing it. At least when it comes to the rims, I can go full throttle. These do stay clean surprisingly. It has this weird satin matte black sort of combination. The video itself doesn't do justice, as in real life they look gorgeous. They literally make the whole car in my opinion. Plus the static car stance looks great with these 295s in the back and 245s in the front, which means rear wheel drive baby. And they were also paired with these massive red calipers. They squeak all the time because, you know, race car, which it of course means that we've got this wing in the back for downforce. It's not huge and it really doesn't bother my visibility when driving. Not that I pay much attention to that, because to me, these exhausts are literally my distraction. Like I said, it's a 3.8 liter Boxer 6-cylinder engine that sounds absolutely beautiful. This stock exhaust is plenty loud, so loud that I returned the custom one I had bought for it. It's a mid-engine, so I can't show you guys how it looks. The back is literally a trunk with enough space for camera gear and groceries, and of course the front is a front. Now as for the interior, it is exactly the way I've been wanting it. We've most importantly got carbon bucket seats, race text on the roof liner, on the steering wheel, and on the seats. Plus the owner did such a good job at adding the smoking package to fill this whole side with proper carbon fiber. Of course, matching the carbon fiber on the dash, which makes the red stitching look a lot more aggressive and better. Now, this of course has a 6-speed manual, and I'm so happy that I'm finally back in a manual car. I need to practice my heel toe shifting, but for now, I've got the auto bleep on, which ref matches for me, and of course my exhaust valves always open. Other than this, I'm very and even extremely happy with the rest of the interior. I've been loving the red seat belts and the red straps to open the door, plus surprisingly enough, there are a good amount of compartments to hide things. The center storage, the glove box, we also got the cup holders, a door side compartment, and the owner was cool enough to spec the car with the net storage in here. There's also a couple of hidden storage compartments in the back of the car. It's actually pretty cool. Honestly, the only thing I'd say that I hate about the car is not having Apple CarPlay. That's literally it. The fact that I still get analog gauges, a manual transmission, the chrono package, and a steering wheel with no gimmicks is perfect. Even though I don't have any Bose surround system in here, it really doesn't matter. Porsche truly makes driver cars for drivers only, and I am so happy to have joined the brand.
We are going to be driving with the windows down, so you guys can hear how it truly sounds, because with the windows up it doesn't sound the same. I'm gonna take a little bit of a different route. Slow bump right there. It sounds so good. This 3.8 liter 6-cylinder engine sounds so good. I don't know if you guys can hear me. There's a lot of wind. Now, the windows. I am so happy that the windows are in fact tinted, because sometimes you want your privacy in this car. A lot of people look at the car and it's cool and all. I don't like the attention. It's not an attention seeker, surprisingly, the car. It's not that bad. People look at it. I think Porsche fans look at it more than anyone else, which is pretty cool, because most of the time Porsche fans are older men. And it's pretty nice because sometimes you get to network with them, talk to them. It's a networking car from my experience. That's just my experience. But that's about it. It's not like the Lamborghini. I rented a Lamborghini once for a video, and holy cow, that car is an attention. You know what? It's absolutely annoying. I hate it. I don't think I would ever get a Huracan because it's just too much. An Aventador is something else. V12, naturally aspirated. You want to hear that sound. I think I'm willing to give that downside up, because that's a downside for me. I don't like the attention. But, you know, tinted windows, again, it's pretty nice. You get a bit of privacy. Squeaky brakes, I know. Yes, I know. The next move for me, and I know I'm already thinking about the next move. You guys are probably like, Andres, you just got this car. But the thing is that with Porsche, if you want a new car, something that you can factory custom yourself, there's a long waiting list, and that is 2 to 3 years, right? So they already told me, look, if you are thinking about sticking with us, you should be thinking about your next move. My next move is a 911 GTS that I can custom spec. I'm gonna place the order within the next couple of weeks and just wait 2 to 3 years. I mean, that is all I can do unless the prices for the GT3 RSs come down and I can grab one at a decent price, right? Because right now they are going for $300,000, $400,000. Makes absolutely no sense. So that for me, it's my next move. Oh, this car. How? Oh God. That being said, people, I really hope you guys liked my first car review ever. You know, I'm not used to this. I'm not used to just talking about like my emotions and the feelings I get when I drive a car, because I'm a complete automotive nut. I completely love this. You know, if I have to pick between cars and code, I'd rather stick to cars. But you know, I love tech. I love coding, and that's like my second passion. I really don't want cars to be a job. I just want to be able to enjoy them and just drive them and not really film them. But if I can do this from time to time, I mean, it's pretty freaking cool. But not every day.